Hello and welcome to Eat These Words. Today I'm going to be doing an old-fashioned cake recipe that dates back pre-1930s. I can't exactly find the date it was invented. It probably just bore out of the ingredients that were around at the time. However, I do have a lot of the main ingredient, so I'm going to be using this recipe today. And that recipe is marmalade cake. So, to make marmalade cake, all you need is that's 10, Liz. All you need is 5 ingredients. Butter or margarine, sugar, I'm using caster sugar, flour, I'm using self-raising, but you can use a mix of plain and baking powder, eggs, and the main ingredient, which is what the cake is named after, good old orange marmalade. Cream your butter and sugar together. There is equal quantities of butter and sugar in my bowl here. 170 grams of butter, 170 grams of sugar. We're going to cream that until it's light and fluffy. Once you've got a nice light and fluffy texture to your butter and sugar, take it off the mixer, you don't need it anymore. And what we're going to add is our marmalade. Now there's 170 grams of marmalade here, and if you want to know how to make marmalade, I'll link it up above. It'll tell you all about the history behind it as well. So we're going to pop that in. Here we go. So that's 170 grams going in, and give that a good mix. I like the chunky marmalade. If you don't like chunky marmalade, then use a shredless one, but I don't think you'll get the same consistency. I've always used the chunky variety. Similarly, you can substitute apricot jam if you prefer that. 3 eggs, 3 large eggs, and I'm going to put them into this bowl that I've just used the marmalade in, because there's a smidge of it left in the bottom and we might as well have it in there. So that's 1. Careful not to get the shells in. And always use fresh eggs, guys. If they've been sitting in your fridge for a while, check them in a different bowl before you put them in. Or you could end up with a rotten egg in your mix. And then the 3 eggs that you've got in there are all going to be spoiled. Give them a whisk. So, give them a whisk. There we go. And we've got 340 grams of self-raising flour here. If you haven't got self-raising flour, then use plain flour or all-purpose flour and add to it about a teaspoon of baking powder. We're going to incorporate the eggs and the flour into our mixture. Oh, I forgot to say, the flour is sieved. How they used to do it was alternate, and because this is quite a wet recipe to start off with, we're going to do it all with alternates, so, and a bit of that, instead of adding each one separately and then expecting it to go in. So just mix it in. Try not to over mix, so basically just get rid of it and then put the next lot in. So about 1, 2, 3 heat dessert spoons of flour and a bit of egg. And mix it in. Okay, now this mixture is a little bit dry, as you can see. So we're going to add a little bit of milk just to loosen it up a little bit and help keep it moist while it's in the oven. So I'm going to put a splash in. So that's about So far, a tablespoon. It's usually what a tablespoon holds. Just give it a quick swizzle. And even that has loosened it up, look at that. Could do with a smidge more, I think, looking at that. So I'll put one more. It should fall off the spoon easily. The hard part is trying not to over mix it while you're doing it. That looks better. Yeah, that looks good. You're all going to say that didn't look any different, but I can feel that it's a lot looser. Pop it into an 8x8 tin, or you can pop it into an 8-inch round tin if you wish. Ooh, in it goes. Right, spread out your cake. Okay, give that a tap. And it's going into an oven on gas mark 4 for approximately 40 minutes. Obviously check it to see if a skewer, when it comes out, is still wet or if it's dry, and that will tell you when it's ready. But for now, we're going to pop it in the oven. And this is what it turns out like. Look at this. Right, let's cut into it. So this is the cake here. Look at that. Really moist. Let's have a look and see what it tastes like. Cheers. Nice and moist. Nice tang of orange to it. I think the fact that we've got the peel inside helps with the citrus flavour. That's really tasty. And I can see why it was a winner in the day. Using up things that we've got lying around like marmalade and stuff like that. If you like what I'm doing, please hit me up with a thumbs up. Subscribe. I'm always happy to have you here, and I will try and answer all your questions, and I will comment on all your comments, so check back if you want to see anything. What I would like to say is that there is a whole host of videos on my channel. I'll leave a couple that you might be interested in down the side here. But for now, I just want to say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. But for now, Liz out.